Hello, welcome to SwitchedOn. Paul speaking, and today we're going to take a break from the grid videos and thankfully move on to something a little bit fresher, and that is Link's Awakening, The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, which arrives on the Nintendo Switch tomorrow, of course. But I was very lucky today. I've actually ordered a special edition of the game, and it came early today, so you can see some footage of that in the corner. Buddy come over, big Zelda fan, and we took a look at the package. A little bit this morning, so I'm just going to start on a new save file and just take you through some of the early parts of the game. So I'm just going to take you through some of the early parts of the game. Skipped a couple of the little intro bits. Just didn't want to spoil too much, as you like to know. When I do these videos, I try not to give away too much information, because it's nice to have a surprise when you get the game for yourselves. So here we are, here's Link, this absolutely beautiful art style. We've been given a shield, and that's all we've got at the moment, and our first task is to make it to the beach and find our sword. ZR will bring your shield forward, and also the R button. So ZR or R will put your shield up and repel enemies. You'll see as we go through the game, as I take all here down to the beach, the first thing that will kind of probably strike you, but also isn't surprising, because it had been rumoured for some time since this game had been previewed. Oh, wasn't very nice, was it? I'll just show you how the shield works. We hold the R button, we can block incoming projectiles. Yeah, performance isn't great. It's I don't know. It's obviously. Oh, sorry, I just had to edit that out. The fit of the sneezes. Still got this damn cold that I can't shake. Yeah, so performance-wise, I guess it's 30 frames a second. I don't know for definite. But it certainly doesn't stick to 30. It feels very chuggy at times. So pretty disappointing, really, for a first-party title. Although that said, should we be that surprised? Because Breath of the Wild itself, for all the plaudits that it gets, doesn't run the best in lots of areas. So, you know, it's fine. It doesn't really affect the gameplay. So we've got the owl that comes in and gives you a bit of backstory. Tells you that you need to free the windfish to escape the island, and the owl is the one that really gives you all the tasks that you need to do in the game, or it certainly gives you directions anyway of where to go next. So we made it back to the beach. This is where we washed up. We were shipwrecked and washed up here on the beach. So we've now got our sword back. Swing that with B, like so. One of the things I liked when I got this game, I never played the original, by the way, on the Gameboy Color. So this is all new for me, and I must say, overall, I think it's absolutely brilliant. I've been loving it this morning. But it surprised me how quick Link attacks. I know it's a really silly theme, but I wasn't expecting that attack animation to be so quick. So that's been a really nice surprise. Really lets you sort of wail away on enemies. And of course, in typical Zelda style, you hold down the attack button, and you get to do your spinning attack. You don't have to learn it or unlock it. So yeah, you can really give these enemies what for. Pick up the hearts. Hearts and rubies, as usual in Zelda games, are your main pickups. So what we're going to do is we're going to head off to the mysterious forest. We'll visit a few little places on the way, just to show you what's around the little island. Won't do this video for too long, about 10-15 minutes. Don't want to spoil too much, so I'm sure a lot of you will be getting it tomorrow, and if you're lucky enough, you got it today. So this little strange little dinosaur fella, he wants canned foods. What I really liked about this game, what I've played so far, is that it's the tasks, excuse me, that you get are really cool. They all sort of lead into one another. It's almost like a massive game of swaps is really. You sort of get one item, give it to someone else, they give you another item that somebody else needs, and so that's one element of it. But also in true Zelda fashion, a lot of the areas are locked off until you visit the dungeons, beat the bosses, unlock a new item, which then allows you to access a dungeon that was previously locked for some reason, whether you need to jump across a gap or that kind of thing. You need a special ability to unlock the next dungeon. So very linear play, although there's lots to explore and find. But it does follow that linear fashion of go to X, do Y to gain access to Z. So head up here to the mysterious forest. You can just keep wailing away on these grass and plants to get your hearts back. They're quite generous. There is an option at the start of the game whether you want to play normal mode or hero mode, and in hero mode you don't get heart drops and you take twice as much damage. So for those hardcore Zelda players amongst you, that may be the way to go. Not for me though. But so again, this graphical style is just lovely. I have seen some quite comical comments from people that, I don't know, I shouldn't really laugh, but sort of, you know, on Twitter and Reddit saying, oh, this game desperately needs a patch because it's got a really weird blurring around the edges. You know, it's, without realising it's like that tilt shift look, and it's like a design choice. They're actually thinking it's a bug. So, I don't know, maybe people don't keep up to date on the news like some other people. So, more information from the owl as we head into the mysterious forest. And what we're doing in here is we're looking for a key. Here's your moblins. So if you put your put your shield up and then turn your back on a moblin isn't a good idea, is it? But yeah, if you stick your shield up, you should be protected from their spear attacks. And then you can dispense of them in a couple of hits. We won't visit the raccoon yet. That's where we need to go. But I'll show you a little bit more of the area. As we wander around, there's a secret little pathway here. So you see these cracked floor tiles. If you stand on those for too long, they will actually break away and leave a hole in the ground. So you have to be very careful there. Some little basic puzzles, moving blocks around. Let me pop out the other side of the log. Now this little moblin here, you have to wait for him to attack you. Keep your shield up, and then he'll be staggered back, allowing you to get your attack in. Here's a normal one. These holes, if you fall down these, you'll lose half a heart, so be careful of those. You can get around them later on, but I won't spoil how. This is an object you need. Love that little ditty. So we've got the toadstool. So while I don't like to spoil things, that's a little spoiler there. You will need to go and get that. Getting out of this bloody dungeon had me stumped for ages. Something like that. So again, just got to be careful of these cracked tiles. Can't get the. I think we can get the chest yet. Need to be able to move. Oh, we can get a chest. 50 rupees, very nice. That will come in handy when we play the crane machine. See, the enemies, well, basically everything respawns. When you leave an area, the sort of grass, the plants, the enemies will all respawn. So you have to just be a little bit careful of that when you revisit an area. Ah, these little red things really hook onto you. Can't go that way. There is a map button. You press the minus button. Brings up a map. Zoom in and out. Also got your items here. When you collect items, you can assign them to the Y and X buttons as you desire. It was a nice update actually from the Game Boy Color version. As I said, I didn't play it, but from reading about it on the Game Boy Color, obviously its lack of buttons on that system meant that whenever you wanted to use an item, you had to go into this screen and swap an item over. So again, I won't spoil what in case you're really trying to avoid any information on the game, but there's an item that you need to use a lot in the game basically, and you on the Game Boy you ended up in and out of this screen constantly, swapping it in and out when you needed to use it. So thankfully, one of the nice updates on the Switch version, sort of quality of life update, gives you better access to that, and also some of the items that are sort of passive, give you passive abilities are automatically just sort of applied, so you don't need to actually add them as an item. So we get this little raccoon fella. Talk to him. As a raccoon, my nose is very sensitive to stuff like dust and powder. Now bear that in mind. Bear the words in mind. So we're heading to this fog, and the raccoon chucks us back into the middle of the forest somewhere, and it becomes a little bit of a maze to get out. What I'll do is I won't tell you how to get out of this, but just like I say, bear in mind what the raccoon has said, and also bear in mind one of the items that we picked up a few minutes ago, and we'll leave it at that. If you have got any questions about Zelda, give me a shout below in the comments. Obviously, like and subscribe to the video if you fancy doing that. I won't be doing a review or anything on this game. It's little channels like mine. It's just no point. You got no traction from them. But just to say, I have been enjoying it so far. Really like the art style. The performance isn't great, but it doesn't really affect the gameplay. And as my first sort of try of a really old school Zelda game, I think it's absolutely awesome fun to play. So really been enjoying it today. Hope you guys enjoy it too. If you're picking it up, let me know below if this one's been on your radar and you've been saving your money for this one. It's also a little secret well there. We won't go down there, but you might want to investigate that. And also a big day tomorrow because we've got Zelda and we've also got Ni no Kuni. I'm hoping to pick that one up as well. Got some credit left in my American account, so I may well partake in a purchase of that. But we'll leave the video there. Thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this quick overview and give you a bit of a taste of what to expect tomorrow. And I will see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching. See you again soon. Cheers. Bye-bye.